No, he said that's a big. Time to see. Before they see it.
Check, check, check. Testing, check, check, check. Testing.
Okay, that's what I want. That's not August. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6:00 p.m. I call the meeting to order. Please rise for the invocations, followed by the pledges of allegiance. John Ortiz.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today thanking you for the privilege of living in this wonderful community. Father, we ask you to bless our mayor today, our city council members, our city staff, our first responders, and every person that's here today. We invite your wisdom into this place today. We ask for your peace during this meeting. Father, we ask you to guide every conversation and every decision and every action taking place tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Man, pledge allegiance to the American flag, followed by the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you very much. You may be seated. And before citizen comments, we're going to have a ceremonial event. He was officially sworn in last Monday, but we're going to have it here publicly for the whole world, to the universe to see, and everybody in here. The swearing in of our new police chief, Rod Carroll, by Justice of the Peace Precinct 7, Brad Burnett. Judge, the floor is yours.
I'd like to introduce my wife, Kate, who is 32 years old, 33, daughter Brooke. Thank you, everybody, on the first.
Chief, would you and your family like to come back here? Ask someone to take our pictures. If you need a camera, I've got mine right here.
Right about, now that it's sworn out, the sworn in, people also tell you, or go sworn in.
Can we talk about raising that? Could you guys show me? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do have 200. Congratulations. Thank you.
That's 200. All right. I'll let them get out of here. Right. And to everyone in the foyer, there's a lot of seats in here available. I doubt they heard me. Yeah. But there's a lot of chatter going on. You okay, Chief Neal? All right. I'll give it another minute. Yeah. Okay, everybody. If everybody in the foyer could hold it down a little bit. If everybody in the foyer could hold it down just a little bit. Yeah, they're getting louder. We can just shut the doors. You can visit, but be a little quiet, please. Citizen comments. At this time, members of the audience may comment on any city-related subject not on the agenda. Anyone wishing to speak shall sign in before the meeting with their name and address. Comments are limited to 3 minutes unless otherwise allowed by City Council. The Texas Open Meetings Act prohibits the council from discussing items not listed on the agenda. A member of the audience that desires to speak during City Council's consideration of any specific agenda items is requested to notify city staff prior to the start of the meeting. So at this time, are there any citizen comments? Moving right along then. Regular agenda, new business, A, minutes of the July 14th, 2025 regular meeting. Ms. Dowden.
Mayor and City Council, attached, you'll find minutes of the July 14th, 2025 meeting for your review and approval.
Members of council, I'll accept a motion right now.
So moved. Second.
Okay, I think we had a motion by Councilman Sonier, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Ortiz, quickly followed by Councilman Duplant. But I think Jeff beat you to it just by a half second. Or is there any discussion, members of council? Any discussion, members of the audience? Hearing none, all in favor of 4A, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. 4B, June 2025 departmental reports. Council, at this time, I ask you to, Ms. Dowden, before I ask council, what do you have on 4B?
Yes, sir. Attached are the June 2025 departmental reports from each department for your review and if you have any questions or discussion.
Right now, does any member of council have a question about any of the departmental reports? No.
Look good to me. I do not.
Okay. I do need a motion and a second before we can go any further.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Councilman Jones, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Ortiz. Any member of the audience have any questions about 4B? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. 4C, Tax Assessor Collection Report, June 2025. Ms. Dowden.
Yes, sir. Mayor and Council, the 2024-2025 total adjusted tax levy is $7,878,588.45. And the amount of collections as of June 30th of 2025 is $7,272,027.46, which represents 92.30% of the total tax levy. Compared to the previous year, the amount of property tax collected as of June 30th of 2024 was $7,480,659.57, which represented 92.75% of the total. Below the information provided to council. So what we have been providing before was the total levy that included both current and delinquent levies. So in order to make it very clear as to what we're collecting on the current tax levy, we've broken it out, or the finance director has broken it out, and she's here. But as far as the current tax levy, that means the 2024 tax year, the current fiscal year we're in, the current tax levy was or is $7,447,000. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Heather, you want to go over that? I'm kind of getting confused right now.
Can you go up to the
Yes,
podium,
please.
please, Heather? Portable mic for staff. Yeah. Name and title will be fine.
So you have a chart on here. This is something new I added on your agenda. The current is based on the current adjusted tax levy, like Ms. Downing said, for the 2024 taxes. So what we're doing is taking current year tax levy and then comparing that to current year collections. So it's just a little bit different way of looking at it, but it just kind of gives you both pictures. So you can see there for the 24-25 fiscal year, our collections year to date are 96.85%. Compared to the prior year, it was 96.82% on the current taxes for the prior fiscal year. So those would have been the 2023 tax year. That help?
Yes.
Okay.
I got confused.
Did you have anything else, Ms. Dowden?
No, sir.
I'll accept a motion in a second.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Sonia, second by Jones. Is there any discussion, members of council? Any questions, members of the audience? Hearing none, I guess we're just receiving something here, but I guess vote to receive it formally. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, no. The ayes have it. Okay, that's just a ceremonial, ministerial thing we have to do there. Nothing, no action item. Okay, 4D, receive Consumer Confidence Report, Annual Water Quality Report. Ms. Dowd.
Yes, sir, Mayor and Council. The Public Works Director, Rob Woods, is here to review the 2024 Annual Water Quality Reports, also called a Consumer Confidence Report, that was recently posted online for all customers to review. In accordance with EPA regulations, all water suppliers are required to issue the CCR to all their customers on an annual basis. The public will have an opportunity to provide their comments regarding the report, and no action is necessary. Rob.
Mr. Woods, just your name and your title up there, Mr. Woods.
Robert Woods, Public Works Director. Basically, as Ms. Dowden's gone through, it's our annual report that shows the water quality that's submitted and posted to the state and to the EPA. If you'll notice, it's a standardized report, but the one thing I'll bring to note is the last sheet where it has it shows up where we had our boil water notice back in February of 2024. We had some issues with the chemical lines, the freeze and so forth. So that was adjusted and addressed by rerouting some additional chemical lines on a temporary basis. And with our new clarifier project, the first phase, those lines have already been replaced. So we've got new lines in place to help with that, and additional ports to clean and so forth to help with to minimize that happening again. Also, basically on the water loss, that's something that we're working with internally to try to bring that number down and get better accounting of it. Because we're looking at internal meters at the water plant to help with the operation side to track that water loss. And also going through all of our facilities to make sure every tie-in that we have is a metered flow so we can track it. Plus any kind of water leaks we're tracking as well. And also the flushing areas that we're doing right now with the automatic hydrant flushing. So that's kind of helping to get us a better value on what the numbers are. So that's it. That's generally that's overview of it. So if there's any other questions.
Yeah, I had one question. I'm looking at the turbidity. It's showing that we were in violation, likely source soil runoff. Could you just help me understand? That's gonna be
Looks like the last.
last page, turbidity, first measurement, 9.4 NTU, violation, yes. Just want to understand exactly what that means.
Is that on the water coming in? I know we end up with a turbidity. Yeah, we end up with a turbidity issue certain times of the
Yeah,
year
because
based
of
on
the
the
water
water quality.
LNVA,
Yes, sir.
water
It's
coming in.
quality.
Kick
That's
in
what-
the Pine Island Bayou.
Yeah.
Line.
But if it's a higher value, then our chemical usage increases along and kind of proportional to that.
to counter it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
To treat on the treatment side.
Okay, so that being a violation, is that anything where we're getting fined or anything of that
Nothing in
nature?
here that's fine. It's just documentation and so forth. That we're in compliance.
Understood. Thank you, Mr. Woods.
Any other member of council have any questions about the report?
On the report, no, but I would get asked for one, Rob. What's the status of completion of work on a clarifier that's being worked on? How's that progressing?
It's moving forward. They're tearing out the clarifier right now, cutting it up and breaking it down to haul off. So they're getting everything prepped for that. And we're still on track to complete by the end
Okay.
of the year.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any other member of council? Any member of the public? Let's just get a motion in a second on this.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Sonia, second by Jones. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Thank you, Mr. Woods. 4E, it doesn't look like he's here. Ms.
No,
Dowd.
sir.
We understand Mr. Armstrong got sick today, so they'll be here next meeting, I guess. 4F, received comments from Logan Hebert or Abear regarding garbage cans left at curb requested by Mayor Pro Tem Ortiz. Ms. Dowden, did you have anything on this item?
No, sir. Mr. Hebert, I believe
Okay,
is here.
Mr. Hebert, come forward and just name and address.
Logan Hebert at 312 North 33rd Street.
You're on, go for it.
I'm a concerned resident here in Nederland, been here my whole life. And I want to bring to y'all's attention a recurring issue regarding non-compliance with city ordinances related to timely removal of garbage cans from the roadside. Many residents continue to leave their garbage cans out for extended periods beyond the allowed time frame set by the city. This not only creates an eyesore in their neighborhoods, but also contributes to more of a serious problem, trash being scattered due to overturned cans. These loose materials are making their way into their street drains, especially during heavy rainfall, leading to blockages and improper drainage. This poses a hazard to both public health and property. I'm just asking the city council to take stronger steps in enforcing the ordinance regarding garbage can placement and removal, whether through additional community awareness, citations, proactive neighborhood monitoring. Something must be done to preserve the cleanliness into their city. I just ask y'all to drive around y'all's ward and see it. Numerous days past, the garbage cans have been emptied. They're still out. And this is something that needs to be taken care of.
I had a moment to speak with Mr. Hebert in the lobby for the meeting started. Just for the record, you stated that you've observed some in your area that never leave the curb.
They never
They
leave the
stay
curb at all.
there.
They stay all week long from Tuesday. Our trash is Tuesday, so everyone should be putting it out tonight. They'll be there all week long. And so on weekends, we're a skeleton crew. Bad rainfall comes through. I pull garbage out of drains because I'm on 33rd, and you know how 36 has flooded in the past. We are our own worst enemy of trash being there. People need to do their job and bringing the trash cans back. I pulled a trash can out by the concrete ditch on Berna by my mom's house, checking on her. I pulled trash out of Avenue A, B, all right there. I mean, there's plenty of things we can do as citizens. But I'm asking y'all to enforce the ordinance that's already there in place.
I have asked through the city manager, the code inspector to check everything, not just high grass. And he is checking. I went out with him on Friday
Yes, sir.
for part of the afternoon to see what he does. I used to be an investigator. I wanted to see what he does. He's working diligently. He's one guy.
Mhm.
Feel free, you or any other citizen, feel free to contact your councilman, contact me, 409-853-0911. That's my number.
Okay.
Any of them that can give you their number. And I think Mr. Ortiz is your
Yep.
one, so you know how to contact him.
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Please report this. I'm not saying you're a snitch or anything, but you're a confidential informant, we'll
Yes,
call
sir.
it. So, but we've got to, you're right, we've got to enforce our resolutions, our ordinances, because if we can't enforce our ordinances, they're useless.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ordinances do not enforce themselves. So thank
sir.
you, and thank you for bringing this matter of concern to the city council. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hebert.
Any member of council have a follow-up to that?
As a code enforcement?
Yeah.
Enforcement?
That is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, 4G, any other member of the public have anything to say about F? 4G, discussion and possible action regarding procedures for appointing members to various city boards. Ms. Dowden, did you have anything on that?
No, sir. I just included some information for council on some of the boards that we had that had specific appointments already included in there.
Council, did y'all have a chance to review those documents? It does appear some have specific rules and some do not. Is that a fair
Yes.
summation? Okay. All right, anything on 4G before we move on to 4H then? Council? Okay, 4H appointments, number 1, consider action appointing members to the Planning and Zoning Board. The floor is open.
What page are we on?
This is the very bottom of the first page of the agenda going, yeah, and then the next one will be on the very top of the next agenda. Page.
And
We're
it-
the right page.
No,
You're on the very- I don't know where we are on that.
About the documents?
Yeah.
Okay,
And we had diverged this because the first time is when I was out of town and came back into it and we had the questions here. So I think I have the last 2 appointments to make on it there. So for planning and zoning, I'm recommending Mr. Michael Bordelon. EDC, Stephen.
let's handle them one at a time.
Okay.
We can just do that instead of having multiple things in one motion. Okay, so you're
Planning and zoning, Michael Bordelon.
planning and zoning, Michael Bordelon. This is a nomination. I don't believe it requires a second since it is it has to be voted on by the entire council. Okay, we'll handle this one and then I'll ask anything else on that particular body.
Okay.
On Mr. Michael Bordelon to the planning and zoning. By the way, is Mr. Bordelon here?
Yes.
Will you accept this nomination, sir?
What position will he be replacing? Which individual?
Lance. Lance Howell.
Oh, okay, yeah, on
Yeah.
planning zoning, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I thought you were on EDC.
Okay. Mr. Bordelon, you accept? Okay, and you just real go to your the podium and just your name and address and say, yeah, I accept.
Yes, I do accept the nomination.
What your name is,
Michael Bordelon,
address?
2924 Avenue L.
Thank you, sir. All right, council, you've heard the nomination. All in favor of the nomination, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Anyone else have a nomination for planning and zoning?
these weren't by ward to my recollection, right? These were just at large. I was looking for the, I think-
Planning and zoning, it shows it by ward.
Planning zoning is by ward.
Yes.
EDC is
Open.
open.
It's each member of council has a nomination, but it appears that it is an at-large nomination throughout the city. Yeah.
And when they
Okay.
come
Planning and
up,
zoning,
when they
yes.
come up for yeah.
do we have any other vacancies currently?
Let me check.
When we went through all this, we had this one here that we just spoke about, but we also had one on EDC, I believe.
I believe this is the last one on right now on planning and zoning.
The only one we had on EDC that was up was the mayor in October.
Right. There are some that are not right now. You're right.
Okay. So there's nothing on EDC tonight, then you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we're all up to date. So just that one.
Yeah. Okay. Now, next one then on, 4H2, consider action appointing members to the Nederland Economic Development, I think it's corporation actually, not commission. Do we have a nomination for that one?
I don't think, we're just saying we don't have any openings on that.
We
right
only
now
have
at the
one
time.
opening
Okay.
right now, and that's the mayor when he rolls off in October.
Okay.
So we don't have one. For
So
the
no action
EDC.
for right now. I mean, I have a person to nominate as one of
Right.
mine, but no sense doing it right now if we
Right.
got till October. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Check that, Britton, real quick. Just,
As they come up for change out in October.
yeah, there
It's a
are a
cycle.
few that have that in
Yeah.
October. Okay, yeah, it's not at this time, but it's on, we just have to say there's no action at this time.
It won't change my
And when
nomination,
I
but
say,
it's not time to
when
do
I
it
say
yet.
mayor, I meant Albany's.
Understood.
Sorry.
Yep.
Understood.
Okay.
Uh,
Just had the one then for
that
tonight.
was it. I'm glad it was on the agenda. We can always skip it, and then if we can't add something that's not on the agenda. Okay. 4I, discussion and possible action regarding a request for a specific use permit to locate an automotive shop for ceramic coatings, vinyl wraps, and detailing at 1837 18th Street. Ms. Dowden.
Yes, Mayor and Council. David and Jennifer Nguyen, proposed owners of property located at 1837 North 18th Street, submitted a request for a specific use permit to allow for a vehicle detail shop to include ceramic and vinyl wrap and window tinting. The current property owner is aware of the request with the sale to the Nguyen's contingent on the approval of the specific use permit. The building official explained that the request is not for services such as engine repair, maintenance, or overhaul, body repair, and painting. The property is currently zoned C2 neighborhood retail. This item was presented to City Council at their regular meeting on July 14th. City Council postponed the request pending additional information to include the specific use permit application and supporting documentation. The Chief Building Official and Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval. George is here if you have any questions.
Does any member of council have a question for Mr. George Wheeler? Okay. Hearing none. I will accept a motion
I'll
then.
make a motion to accept the special use permit.
I'll second it.
A motion by Duplant, seconded by Jones to grant the specific use permit. Any questions, council? Any questions from the audience? I saw a hand. Come forward, name and address.
Shipley, 8765 Holmes Road. I just have one quick question. Before a specific use permit can be issued, everyone has to review the master plan. Were we able to get our hands on that 2 weeks ago? And did we review it? And is this specific use permit compatible with our master plan that we have in Nederland?
Does anyone have anything on the master plan?
When you say the master plan, are you referring to their plans for the property?
No,
I'm just talking about the overall master plan for the city.
Which we do not have to my
Right.
knowledge. But it will take.
It's I looked in my short time here to see if I ever got anything on a master plan. There is no master plan for the city of Nederland to my knowledge. Do anyone, my brethren who've been up here on council longer than me? There is zoning, but
Well,
there is no
before
master
us-
plan.
before a specific use permit can be issued, everyone has to review the master plan. So how does that work?
If there's not one, there's nothing to review.
But there has to be one according to your ordinance in order to approve a specific use permit.
There can be a comprehensive plan. I don't know when that was enacted, but there is a comprehensive plan that usually precedes zoning when it's enacted. That could be what they're referring to.
Can you speak a little more in the mic, Chris?
It's a comprehensive plan. That's typically what's done via statute. At least that's the current plan. I don't know when this was enacted. I don't know the year, and I've never seen that document, but there could be a comprehensive plan, which could be the same thing that Ms. Shipley's referencing.
Okay.
So have we reviewed that?
Ms. Dowden, have you searched for a comprehensive plan?
I have looked for plans. I've sent messages out to various department heads to see if they were aware of anything similar to a master plan. George does not know, you don't know of a master or a comprehensive plan.
Can you go up to the mic, George? Sorry about that.
Say that ours is made up of the zoning ordinance, the subdivision ordinance. And our zoning ordinance is the master plan on how the city is wanting to grow as far as zoning districts, the uses in each district. I could see if the city like Katy or some of these bigger cities had a bunch of open land that needed to be developed, they would have a comprehensive plan to say that this is how we want it to be developed. It's still the private property, but if they wanted to, somebody wanted to buy this land and develop, they could go look at a comprehensive plan to see how the city wants this land to grow. They want commercial, a certain amount of commercial, certain amount of residential, they want certain streets to be. They may have a comprehensive plan to say if all this is developed, you need to have a hospital, you need to have a school, an extra school, stuff like that.
All right.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, the comprehensive plan is just the overall plan of how zoning was enacted of here's the way we're wanting to divide it in districts. Like I said, it precedes the zoning ordinance. And I think that's what Ms. Shipley is referring to, where it says that the use is in general conformance with the comprehensive plan of the city. That's in section 14.1. So that every city I've seen have zoning, there is a comprehensive plan. It's just a document that's done when the zoning process starts, and then the zoning ordinance is basically in compliance. And then every time you do a variant to that ordinance or an amendment, it just has to be in compliance with the comprehensive plan. But then section 14.3 actually lists what the city council or the planning and zoning can consider when they're granting the specific use permit. That's in section 14.3(2), and there's 5 things listed there.
All right. Mr. Wheeler, do you recall when our zoning came into effect? Okay. The 1960s. All right. All right. Does any other member of the public have something to, Ms. Finette, your name and address? Oh, and let me say this before you. Everybody has stayed within the 3 minutes, okay, and I appreciate that. You get up to 3 minutes, and I'm not going to cut you off after her, but you have up to 3 minutes to speak, and one time on each topic. If you don't use your 3 minutes, you lose them. But then it resets for the next agenda item, because we can't have the same person coming up 4 or 5 times. I cannot keep track of when your 3 minutes is up. So go ahead, Ms. Finette.
Finette, 1016 North 31st Street. I have no intention of coming up 3,000 times, but we keep doing the same thing. This is a broken record. We don't have a master plan for our community. I don't care how big Katy is. I want Nederland to do it better. Doesn't matter. We have 500 people, 5,000 people, 20,000 people. Nederland should be able to do it better. And I believe in that. That's why I'm here. That said, we don't have a master plan. We keep adding things. We're looking at infrastructure from the 60s. I'm not trying to get in the way of anything new or prosperous happening in the community, but it will fail if it cannot use basic services like electrical, streets. Do we have enough parking? Do we have enough of everything? Do we have enough sewer? When we look at your departmental report, when we finally got a full report, almost everything on that sewer report is all over town, and it shows that people can't flush when it rains. Why are we adding more to that until we say, let's fix this first, then make Nederland prosperous? Thank you. I would like to add one more comment. I was not done when you asked Mr. Wheeler a question.
I
so I did
understand.
step
That's why
aside
I'm
for that.
having you
Yes,
resume.
sir.
And
Appreciate
that
it.
because I had not told you about the 3 minute one time,
Well, yes.
so
And
I'm-
if
so I'm
somebody
letting
asked
you
a
resume.
question during
Yes,
that, okay.
absolutely.
Really quick, I would just like to say that section 3 of our ordinances state that these regulations are intended to implement the city's official comprehensive master plan. As such, may be amended from time to time. A copy of the plan shall be kept in the office of the city secretary and it shall be available for public inspection during regular business hours. I would like to view it next week. So if we don't have a master plan, then we really can't approve a specific use permit without one, and we probably need to make one.
So, in 2010, I believe it was, or maybe late 09, maybe it was 2011. I don't know. Last time I served on council, we had a strategic planning meeting. I don't know if it was a comprehensive plan, but it was a strategic planning meeting that we started, talking about what we wanted to see Nederland, to look like in by 2025. We're here today and it sounds like we don't even have those plans. It's very disappointing to sit here 16 years later and to think we don't know where we're going. A plan outlines where we're going. And in my understanding, the plan is supposed to tell us where we're headed. And if we don't have those plans, I know plans change, but we have to create a master plan that is future focused and allows us to move forward and grow and accept businesses, change. If I didn't understand our zoning was a master plan. I from what it sounds like, it's not. So is a master plan that we're supposed to have, is it futuristic plans or what is it? What are we talking about?
We will look with the city clerk. I'll work with her and see what we can find. Maybe they didn't call it master plan. We both did we both searched on that particular term. So I'll go back, like you had talked about that when you were on the council, that y'all did discuss a strategic plan.
We
And
had
we'll see where it went from there.
we had one meeting at the Chamber of Commerce or the EDC building, one meeting, and it ended there.
Okay.
So
We'll do some checking.
Your terms like master plan, comprehensive plan, strategic plan, help me on synonyms here.
yeah. So but I will say if the ordinance states we have to have a master plan, I don't see how we can move forward without a master plan, which is not fair to any business trying to locate to the city of Nederland. It's very disappointing, because, again, we have opportunities coming to this city, but we can't do anything without a master plan.
And I think that might be interchangeable, but the local government code calls it a comprehensive plan. So it's probably what
Okay.
I would look for. And that's been part of the government code for at least, 20 years. I don't know if the zoning goes back to the 60s. I'd have to look and see what law was applicable at that time, but you can amend it over time. And I think as Councilmember Ortiz said, it's just the general framework that your zoning flows out of.
Okay. Mr. Albanese, your name and your address, sir.
John Albanese, City of Nayland.
Well, what's your address, Mr. Albanese? What's your address?
2305 Allen Court.
Thank you, sir.
What Ortiz was talking about, we did have a meeting there. Mr. Nugent was mayor at the time. The city manager that we had said we didn't need a master plan as spoken, but he said each individual plan that was on the books, we could use that instead of one master plan that would cover it all. And that's what we did. And that's why we splashed the comprehensive or master. Am I right, Jeff? Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't part of that conversation, but it sounds right based on his history.
Any other comment from the council or citizens? Okay, I will accept any motion on 4I.
Thought we had a motion in a second already.
Did we?
Motion and he seconded.
Okay, my bad. So we have a motion in a second, my bad. All right. Any more discussion, council, on 4I? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no?
No.
Sounds like the ayes have it. And I abstained on that one. It passes. We do need we need to find this comprehensive plan. If the previous city manager said we could not have one, it sounds like we have to have one. So Yeah, that's something else to add.
I had a comment too,
Mr. Jones.
Talking all the way back to the 1960s, it sounds like there's never been, whatever you want to call it, a master plan, strategic plan. Does it need to be in place? Yes. However, I mean, I will say that when we have new businesses that want to come, we have to be fair. If we've had a precedence for 70 or 80 years, that doesn't mean we can't improve upon that. But I'd hate to see we have a small business that wants to move to our community and they can't come because we just discovered a precedence that's been in place for how many years?
Right.
That's not fair. I'm not saying it's right that the city doesn't have this, but I think Cheryl, Ms. Dowden, we need to put something together to move forward
Yes, sir.
with on that, so we can have something in place.
We will do more searches to see if we can find something similar. Excuse me. And if not, I will talk with council. From what I understand about a master plan, it involves council, citizens input. It's a lengthy process and will take input from many stakeholders. So I will let y'all know what we find, if anything.
We need a special meeting or something. We'll just have to see.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
4J, discussion and possible action approving ordinance number 2025-12, authorizing the suspension of the effective date for an additional 90 days beyond the effective date proposed by the Texas Gas Service Company. Ms. Dowden.
Mayor and council, attached is ordinance 2025-12, authorizing the suspension of the effective date for an additional 90 days beyond the effective date proposed by Texas Gas Service Company in connection with its statement of intent to increase rates. In June 2025, Texas Gas Service submitted a statement of intent to increase rates within its Central Gulf service area, West North service area, and Rio Grande Valley service area by approximately 41.1 million per year, with a proposed effective date of August 19th, 2025. The ordinance will authorize a 90-day rate suspension that will allow time for a review of Texas Gas Service's rate proposal. The Lawton firm is the law firm who will handle the rate suspension, and they are requesting that we approve the ordinance to allow them time, the additional 90 days to review the rate increase.
This happens every time this occurs, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
sounds
good.
like it.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Sonia, second by Duplant to approve ordinance 2025-12. Any member of council have any discussion? Any member of the audience have anything? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor of 4J, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. 4K, discussion and possible action regarding the purchase of a Chevrolet Tahoe Police Pursuit Vehicle, PPV, for the Nederland Police Department. Mrs. Dowden.
Mayor and council, I've provided information that was provided to me by the police department to purchase a Chevrolet Tahoe from a co-op purchasing business in the amount of $53,537. After speaking with Chief Carroll, he has determined that he can get a much cheaper price on a different vehicle. And he is requesting that, and there was a budget amendment approved earlier in the month, but Chief Carroll is requesting council approve authorization to purchase a vehicle by a purchasing co-op up to the amount of $53,357.
Would that be 53,537 or 50?
I'm sorry, that 57, let me find my paperwork. I think the vehicle was 53 and some equipment to be added was the additional. Yes, so the vehicle itself was quoted for $53,537, and Chief Carroll is actually requesting that he'd be allowed to purchase a vehicle up to that amount.
Oh, you're right. You had read 53,357. That's what
I'm
I was,
sorry.
that's okay. I was just making sure that,
Dyslexic.
yeah, that's temporary numerical dyslexia, no problem. Okay, 53,537. Chief Carroll? There he is. Chief Carroll, what are your comments about the police vehicle you can find for less money?
Trying to buy it locally from Philpott. So I've asked them to go out there and get a price on a Explorer, a police interceptor. I prefer to buy local. They'll get credit for their sale versus us buying it from Tomball.
So Chief, on that, the Explorer, like the ones we have,
Yes, sir.
have they gotten any better? Because those were known as the Ford Exploders.
They
For a long
have,
time.
when they were originally, I think what y'all did not get was the dual boosters on them.
Okay,
And that's one of the problems that happened. Beaumont got the
Okay.
same vehicles originally. The ones that are the police pursuit vehicles, the dual boosters, and we've
Okay.
had some good luck with that. The problem is with the top, any vehicle now you buy, you're gonna have some issues with. Tahoe's having problems with their transmission. That's what I'm trying to work out the deal between the two to figure out which one I can get for cheaper. And that's my goal. So I was just asking y'all to approve up to that amount.
Okay.
And let me see what I can get. If I can get something from Philpott, I'd much rather buy local so they get credit and that goes into our account.
thank you.
Every dollar spent in a local economy turns over about 8 times. So, yeah, that's a fact. Any other member of council have anything to add? Any member of the audience? Hearing none, seeing none, all in, did we have a motion? I'm sorry, guys.
We did have.
We did. Okay, thank y'all. It's been a long day. All in favor of 4K, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Number 5, executive session, no public discussion on these items. The city council will announce that it will go into executive session pursuant to chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to discuss matters as specifically listed on the agenda or as authorized by law. Personnel, Texas Government Code, chapter 551.074, deliberations regarding candidates and search process for city manager. We'll be back when we're back.